Hi, I'm Aishwarya. I'm an editor at Bound, and I'm going to try Stephen King's writing routine for a day. So, as a writer, I've always struggled with maintaining a writing routine for myself. And it's been especially difficult during the pandemic to find inspiration, to maintain a routine, or to get any writing done whatsoever. And so I thought, let me try someone else's routine, right? And let me try the routine of a writer who has written so many books, who has written so many short stories, who has published a book on writing, and whose writing routine and writing tips are sort of everywhere, right? So I'm going to try Stephen King's writing routine for one day, which is going to be tomorrow. And he usually writes about 2000 words a day or about 10 pages a day. So hopefully I'll get that done as well. And he starts writing at around 8:30 a.m. and he writes up to 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. So I'm going to do that tomorrow and wish me luck. So it's 8 a.m. in the morning, and I'm ready to start with Stephen King's routine. So, like I told you, he starts writing at around 8:30 in the morning, and he also has certain like rules or things that he likes to keep around himself to make sure that his writing is very productive and very effective. So, I'm also going to follow those things, and I'll take you along this journey. So, one of the things that he definitely has said is no distractions, which means that the door is closed, and I'm also gonna uh, shut these curtains, and I'm also gonna show you my desk where I've also prepped other things as per Stephen King's rules. So as you can see, I've closed my curtains and I'm ready to get started. So, one of the things that Stephen King says is that your writing desk should always be in the corner of your room. And thankfully, as you can see from the window, my desk is already in the corner, so I didn't have to move it at all. So, that's great. But what he says is really interesting because he also adds, and I quote, life isn't a support system for art, it's the other way around. And I just think that that's so interesting and so insightful. Beyond that, another thing that Stephen King says, which this one really, really bugs me, is that he says no coffee. And I am someone who needs to have her morning coffee before I can start my day. And so, unfortunately, I can't have coffee today, but I'm going to have this cup of apple cinnamon tea, and hopefully, that will help me focus on my writing, even though I would really, really, really prefer coffee. Beyond that, he also likes to have everything the same way, so the desk always looks the same. The papers, I don't have any papers on my desk, but the papers should be arranged the same way. I just have this giant laptop which never moves from the desk, so I'm good. Other than that, he likes to have his vitamin pill and his music. So I do have my vitamin pill ready because I'm actually supposed to be taking multivitamins, but I always forget to take them. So I figured, hey, this is something that I can definitely include in my routine. So I'm gonna take my vitamin pill. Other than that, in terms of music, I am also someone who really, really likes listening to music. And I just think it's so interesting because I have found, at least for myself, that, when I'm listening to music while I'm writing, it really influences what I'm writing. So I like being aware of that and playing the appropriate music. So if I'm trying to write something that's very soulful or that's very sort of emotional, I will play music that is, a little slow, maybe has something like violins to sort of bring that out. If I'm trying to write like a fast paced scene, I'll play music that goes along with that. So I find music very, very helpful when I'm writing, and I just love listening to music. So that's definitely something I'm going to do. And I'm going to open my Spotify playlist here and keep it ready so that I can start listening to music while I'm writing. A fun thing about Stephen King. So, I don't know if he still does this, but he used to have a nail on his wall and he used to put all the rejection letters from publishers um, onto the nail on this wall, which he did when he was really, really young, because that's how much he is writing, and that's how much he was submitting and getting published even in those days. And I just think it's so funny. I mean, I would love to have a nail on my wall where I stick all my rejection letters, but unfortunately, everything is digital. So I don't have that. I definitely have my submittable account, which is filled with rejections, but that's a different story. But I like that, as writers, we have to embrace the fact that we will receive a lot of rejections in our writing life, because that's just how it goes. You win some, you lose some. And it's just great to sort of just accept that and, just roll with it and be like, yes, I'm going to get a million rejections. And that's okay, instead of, sort of feeling bad every time we get a rejection, because that will just demotivate us as writers. And we know we need a lot of motivation to continue writing in the first place. So I'm gonna start writing now. It's about 8:30 right now. So I'm gonna start writing for around 10, and then maybe I'll take a quick break, get something to eat. And then I will continue writing till 11:30 a.m. So let's see how it goes. So it's 10 a.m. now, and I have just finished writing about 537 words, which does not bode well for me. But honestly, it took me a little time to get into the groove of writing, and I was confused first about what to even start writing. And then I remembered this old story that I had started on an older laptop, and I had started writing it, and I had written about a page, and then the laptop crashed. It stopped working, and I sort of lost that story, which was extremely heartbreaking. I don't know if that has ever happened to you, but losing something that you've written like that is just like feels like the end of the world. So I had lost that story, but I thought, you know what, let's start writing it again. Why not? I still remember what happens in the story. So that's what I have started doing. Like I said, I've written about 500 words, and I'm going to continue writing, but I'm just going to take a quick break and get something to eat. And hopefully, in the next hour and a half, I can finish up to 2,000 words with this story, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know how Stephen King expects people to write a novel in 3 months, because that's what he thinks we can do if we write about 2,000 words per day. But I don't know if that's possible, but we will try. So it's noon now. It's 12 p.m. and I have finished 2,055 words. So I've definitely crossed the 2,000 word mark, and I don't know how much of it is great and how much I will end up cutting when I edit this, but it's on the screen and I'm happy about that. What I liked about this routine was, okay, so I liked the consistency of it. I liked, that everything is sort of kept the same way. I definitely like the vitamin pill, because that is something that I need to do. I think the no distractions rule worked really well as well, because I kept the curtains closed, I kept the door closed, and also I stayed off the internet, which is the biggest distraction right now. So I was definitely able to do that, and that worked, I think, really well for me. What doesn't work for me in terms of this routine is the fact that I actually cannot follow this every day, because I have a job.
So, because I'll be working, so I cannot actually I cannot be writing from like 8 a.m. to whatever 1 p.m. every single day. So, that's definitely going to be an issue in terms of writing. But I definitely think that this is something that I can do on the weekends. So, maybe on the weekends, I could write from 8 to 1 p.m. or something like that. And that is definitely something that I would incorporate. I would also like to drink coffee while I do this because I think that'll help my brain work faster. So that is something that I will do as well. So definitely like the time of the routine, definitely love that, once this is done by 1 p.m., I'm done writing and I can just go on and enjoy the rest of my day and do whatever I want with it and not feel that guilt of, oh no, I haven't written anything all day or I haven't written anything all week. So that's a definite plus. And I would definitely incorporate some elements of this into my writing routine and actually start building a writing routine in the first place. So, if you liked any of these elements, or if you have any aspects of your writing routine that really work for you, definitely let me know in the comments. If you want us to try any other writing routine, also let us know in the comments, and we'll definitely get on that. So if you like this video, then definitely hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, where we do fun writing things or we offer writing tips and just talk about writing in general, then definitely subscribe to our channel. And you can also find us at Bound India on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. And if you have anything to tell us about your writing routines, or if you would like us to do another video with a different writer's routine, then definitely let us know in the comments. And I'll see you next time.